If we go ahead and take a look back at Star Wars, the original trilogy, specifically within The Empire Strikes Back, it's very safe to say that one of the biggest reveals within the Star Wars franchise has got to be the I am your father moment by Darth Vader to Luke, in which he says, "No, I am your father." This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So, Episode 9, we're getting closer and closer to the release of this movie with each and every month that passes by. We're also getting very close to the new teaser trailer and/or trailer that is set to debut this July over at San Diego Comic-Con, so look forward to that. Now, what's really intriguing about Episode 9 is that we do know that there are going to be a lot of revelations in this movie that are really going to change how we view all the past 8 Star Wars films based within the saga. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the set leaks, this is where things begin to get very intriguing for this movie. Now, specifically, it is described that one of the sequences that were shot during the month of January over at Cardington included both Daisy Ridley, Adam Driver, Mark Hamill, and an unnamed actor that is likely to be Matt Smith. The sequence was said to be rehearsed in full over 10 times, and that the dramatic moment that was shot is said to surpass the I am your father moment from Empire Strikes Back. Now, additionally, the big reveal was developed during rewrites around December of 2018, when George Lucas started getting involved with the third act of the film, and that the vital revelation in the film that is planned to surpass the I am your father moment has got to do with Darth Sidious and what he does not only to himself, but also to Kylo Ren. George Lucas was described to be the one to only suggest this to J.J. Abrams, to create a type of moment that would blow fans away, and a way to utilize a scene that becomes iconic and passes the Empire Strikes Back moment between both Vader and Luke. The revelation set to appear in the third act has saga-wide implications and will change the entire Star Wars franchise and Star Wars lore. Now, the set for the sequence took a total of 4 weeks to build that will involve many practical effects and new techniques of CGI use. So let's dive into this a bit, because this is where things begin to get a little complex. Now, if we look at Star Wars, right, I think it's pretty safe to say that it's almost nearly impossible to really top the I am your father moment. And for Disney and Lucasfilm, J.J. Abrams and crew, George Lucas, everybody involved with this movie, to have a plan in mind in order to surpass the I am your father moment from The Empire Strikes Back, I think it's going to be a very, very hard task to really complete, but it can be done. I think the reason as to why the Empire Strikes Back moment is so iconic and really blew a lot of fans away in a real, I guess you could say, in a real authentic way, right? Because at that time, when they went to go ahead and see this movie back in the 80s, they weren't expecting a reveal. They weren't expecting any kind of twist or any kind of, major saga-wide implication based within the original trilogy that would change the character of Luke. Nobody was expecting that. So, if we actually go ahead and look at The Rise of Skywalker, the fact that this new revelation that is planned in order to beat the I am your father moment, that is going to be bigger than the I am your father moment, has all to do with, of course, the characters of Rey, Kylo Ren, Luke Skywalker, and is all based on the character of Darth Sidious and what Sidious does to himself and what Sidious is going to do to Kylo Ren. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this most likely connects to all the different leaks that we have been hearing and that we have been going over, where the spirit of Sidious is going to be used in some way, shape, or form in this film, and that there is even going to be a moment in this movie in which it has been hinted at before in the past that the spirit of Sidious is going to infiltrate Kylo Ren's body and he's going to fight it off somehow, some way. So, if that is the case, would that really be enough in order to beat the I am your father moment, finding out that Matt Smith's character, also known as the Dark Acolyte, also known as Vance as well, is going to be Palpatine all along in a younger body? Could that really have the potential to surpass the I am your father moment like Disney and Lucasfilm are planning? Now, it's not just about the surprise itself when you just hear this. It's all about how it's going to be executed, right? It's all about how the music goes along with it. It's all about how it's shot and edited, and everything really comes into play here in order to really make a revelation, well, a real iconic and legendary revelation. It's not just about writing this on the script and kind of acting it out and putting it in the movie. A lot more things really go into it in order to make it truly, amazing. It's all about the dialogue. It's all about what the character is doing to the other character. Take The Empire Strikes Back, for example, between both Vader and Luke. We had a great example of that where, you see Luke Skywalker's reaction to Darth Vader, and that was one of the big, moments that really made that legendary moment, well, legendary. So if we go ahead and take a look at The Rise of Skywalker, the fact that George Lucas was involved in this big twist that is going to have major saga-wide implications for not only the characters of course, Luke Skywalker, Kylo Ren, Rey, but it's really all based around Darth Sidious. And there are other revelations out there for the character of Rey that are also set to appear in the third act of the movie that are also going to be connected to this. Designers involved with this scene, and they're able to execute it very well on the big screen. I think then and only then, that this moment is really going to even have a chance in order to beat the I am your father moment. So with that being said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.